Boys, hello. I'm Brian. Welcome back to the We Scale Now YouTube channel. Now, I'm not going to assume that everyone watching this knows who I am. So, hey, I am Brian. I tend to upload old school RuneScape content onto my personal YouTube channel. And here we are today on an extremely public walking path. And I'm not used to recording in this environment, let alone outside at all. But I'm out here today because I was just on a run, and I guess I'm like halfway through it. But I thought, how about we break the boundaries as to what I'm comfortable with in uploading or how I'm recording. If you're watching this, you know that I upload a lot of RuneScape content. And if you're not watching this, hey, maybe the thumbnail and title attracted you in some way. If that's so, welcome. I want to talk about when to give up, but specifically in the YouTube setting. I'm talking about this from the perspective of someone who uploads YouTube videos, which qualifies me as a YouTuber, even though I don't have 50,000, 100,000 subscribers or anything. I am a YouTuber, and I'm trying to cultivate this mindset of doing things correctly that will lead me to success. Now, I've gone through many layers of battles as an artist, you know, an extremely generic term. And I wish I could lead you through these layers, but I can't quite think of every layer, and I'm afraid I'll miss one. So maybe that's a topic for another video. But today, let me just give you some pillars of what I've been thinking. I've gone through these battles of, hey, Brian, you are guilty of this, and you should feel guilty about this. This is the concept of, hey, you think about your content way too much and you don't spend as much time actually doing content. What are the results of that? The results of that are that my expectations rise. And all the while, I'm not making videos for myself. So my skills aren't improving, but my expectations are. Now, what does that lead to? That leads to me every time I think about making something, every time I do try to make something, it's bad. It's shameful in my eyes, so I don't want my audience to see it. That means that I upload less. People are like, wait a minute, We Scale Now, who's that guy? No one even knows who I am. Who cares that I have 4,000 subscribers? It's basically like zero, it feels like, on YouTube. It feels like I'm all the way down here at zero, but then again, I will admit, when people comment on my stuff and I recognize your name, I'm like, oh yeah, you know what? This is really cool to upload videos. I love it. Anyway, that's a tangent. Those are the things that I was recognizing. Brian, you're never uploading because you're ashamed of what you do. It feels like you have to spend 100 hours on a video in order to make anything at all. So I came up with a solution. I said, hey, if I found a way to record content quickly and densely, that I will have to spend less time editing or crafting a narrative. Now, those are the things that actually... No, I'm getting ahead of myself. So the idea of dense content that I came up with was this. I was going to create a new hardcore Iron Man account and do quests on it with no guide. Maybe you've seen that series. I made like 6 videos or so, but the very reason that I'm talking about it is a very big reason why you maybe haven't heard of that series. It was my worst performing series on YouTube. It's gotten, 200 views per episode or whatever that is. And at a certain point, some people catch it sooner than others. You realize I shouldn't be uploading that. People don't want it if that's how many views it's getting. Even if there are some fans of the series, what it means is that YouTube's not pushing the content, and that's because a large majority of people that click on that video stop watching it soon after, and YouTube's like, wow, I'm not gonna serve this video to new people. I want to keep them on my website, so we're gonna push this video down. My videos were bad is what I'm saying. They were bad. Doesn't matter how much pep I had in my personality. People just weren't really interested in watching a hardcore Iron Man do quests. And there's more to that formula than what I just said there. There's also the fact that I was the one performing it, someone who's gotten a quest cape before, so it's like not super interesting. Well, whatever it was, and you could talk about the specific details all day until you described perfectly, including the script, of each single video what the video was, but there was something about it that wasn't working. And I don't know how to adjust it without spending, hundreds of extra production hours on each episode, which then wouldn't be worth it in that sense. So I've decided I don't want to keep going with it. I don't think I should. I think that it was a mud on the wall idea, decided to take action on it and perform it. And since it's not getting very many views, I should treat it like mud on the wall, just let it fall off, and let's move on to something else. I think that this is a useful principle to use in other areas of life, but as a YouTuber, I think about my YouTube product as not very valuable and very easy for me to just let go and just start something else, start a new idea. In real life, things get a little bit more difficult if you've invested a significant amount of emotion in your product. Maybe the thing that's just not working is like your small business or something like that, or your strategy, your marketing strategy for trying to sell your digital art or something like that. It's time to just experiment with new ideas, and when you hit a gold mine, a good vein of things that are working, you'll know. I knew when I was uploading Trailblazer and I switched to daily uploads where I was getting 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 views every single day on my brand new upload. It was absurd, and I want to get to that again someday. I was doing pretty good. I was uploading 3 videos a week for the past month and a half, and yesterday, from my perspective, I missed a day. I finally missed a day, and it's tough because it's like, well, who cares? I could just keep on missing a day. I've done it for months at a time in the past, but we'll see how cursed this video is or not. If I upload this and then I ever have like a blank space of uploading, people are gonna be like, he failed. But I guess maybe I'll just upload these words, say what I'm about to say, to give myself a little bit of accountability, a little bit more accountability. I want to keep uploading. And I want to do my best in doing that. It takes a lot of strategy, a lot of brainstorming to upload YouTube videos consistently, and I haven't been doing enough of that. I tend to think of myself as so busy. Oh, I'm editing videos for other people all the time. I can't think about myself. I think that that's actually an excuse. Oh, I totally forgot about a point I was going to make. What's another reason that the guideless hardcore Ironman series failed? Is that it was specifically in the strategy plan for that series is that I wasn't going to spend a lot of hours crafting a narrative and crafting a storyline or putting like extra editing production work into it. And I just wanted to upload. Because I think that quantity kind of tends to win over quality on YouTube. That's not always the case, of course. But I think quantity wins. So that's what I was going for, and that's what I was testing. It didn't work this time. And yeah, maybe I needed to try it longer or something. And it's not dead forever. I don't have to delete the account or anything. But that's where the project lies for now. It's interesting that I came to the conclusion that I needed to cut back on narrative and cut back on production time, when those are the very things that made Swampletics as successful as he is, or as it is, as successful as Settled is. He spends tons of time on playing the game, on adding extra production value and narrative to his stories. Maybe I'm just scared of those skills. Maybe I need to try it sometime and see where it takes me. I have the production skills. I don't know if I have the narrative skills, but that's just because I'm not confident in it. I haven't tried it very much. No, man, I'm inspiring myself. Anyway, stick around. I've got more mud to sling at the walls, and if you're interested in taking that journey with me, thanks and welcome to the channel. One last thing, I want to start actually hitting my goals. And my goals aren't getting 10,000 subscribers or something like that. It's to inspire people. I'm out here outside in the sun running. I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna do some push-ups. I'm gonna add some sit-ups to the regimen. I want you guys to exercise. I want you guys to have good personal finance knowledge. I'm not selling anything right now. If you're interested in hanging out with someone who has those things as his interest and is on a current journey to make those things better in his own life, you can watch me on Twitch, twitch.tv/WeSkillNow. You can subscribe here to see some of the projects that I do, and we'll see what's coming. Okay, goodbye.